different way. Same thing, I just kind of used point buy as I would have created him.
I mean, is that better than what he had? Or is it around the same?
I don't think so. I think it's approximately the same. I think it has same. I think he has two. He has bigger dexterity and lower charisma, basically.
All right.
In the end.
Oh, that's fine then.
Okay, let me see. Bite. 2d10 plus 4. It's like 2d10 bite. Oh my god.
Pretty
That's
good,
a
huh?
powerful bite. 2d10. And actually, I like how Carter turned out because this sidekick, it gave him a lot of quite cool features. And quite cool features that there is no other way I know of how to get. For example, he gets improved critical, so he's critting on 19.
That's awesome.
That's a cool thing.
All right.
Okay.
So looks like let's see. Well, happy Monday, everyone. Hope you're
Happy
all
Monday.
well.
Happy Monday.
Enjoy your 4th of July weekend for those in the States.
I did. Took a vacation.
Nice.
I just watched some fireworks.
It's Canada Day, July 1st, by the way, guys.
Oh, are you
Seriously?
Canadian?
Oh yeah,
No, I keep forgetting that. All right,
Did you have a good time?
good time.
Awesome.
my girlfriend's
What's that for?
Canadian.
Okay,
What,
Charlie.
Canada
Okay,
Day?
you think
It's a good question. What is Canada Day for?
celebrate?
Oh, it's when we peacefully
Independence.
because you could have just waited.
Oh, could have just waited.
3 days before your own day.
Fair.
Exactly.
Yeah. All
Just
right.
a celebration of the country, but yeah.
Yeah. So Nil, looks like it's your turn for scribe.
Sure.
All right. You're okay doing that. And
By the way, am I in the list to scribe, or did I just manage to be sick on every day I should have been
you
scribe?
are on the list. The next time you come up is
Cool.
in 2 games from now. Kaladin's next week,
Okay.
then it's your turn. But yeah, if you're
You're gonna be
out,
sick that day.
if you're out, or sometimes late even to those days, it will usually you'll get skipped. So that could be a reason too. Because yeah, when people are late, we're not always sure whether if they're coming. So yeah, just kind of move it along.
Yeah, because I missed a bunch in spring because I get migraines when the weather changes. So
Oh, it sucks. Well, yeah, hopefully we'll see you in 2 weeks for scribing.
Is that an actual druid illness?
Druid illness?
Sounds like getting migraines based
Druid
on the weather changing.
Yeah.
I guess something to do
Might
with
be cursed.
sinus pressure, maybe.
Yep.
I don't know.
yeah, I don't know. My mother gets
but-
that too. I guess I just got it from her.
I'd say calling it druid illness is way cooler.
A
Just be
curse
like,
passed down
it's-
through generations.
It's magic, yeah. It's curses.
Sensitive to nature.
Someone didn't sacrifice a chicken on the right day, and now your
Uh,
family's screwed. Yeah.
Fuck.
Or science, whatever you want to believe. So, just to let you guys know, I am going to be on vacation from the 24th, I think, till the 2nd. So that
What?
week on the 28th, I will be unable to run a game. So,
You go on vacation?
yeah, I know. I shouldn't.
You should work to death.
I should just. I have a story to tell, and I should tell my girlfriend
Exactly.
we can't go on vacation. My players have decreed it. But
That's awesome.
I
No,
don't
good for
know.
you. Luke.
Denied.
yeah, I
you
don't have your
submitted
persuasion.
submitted your request.
I don't have your persuasion, Grinkle. I don't know if I could pull that off.
That's all good.
Yeah. So yeah, the
And-
28th, I believe, is the Monday where I won't be here. which I should. Yeah, I'll
And
probably put in the announcements,
unfortunately, I will be missing the next one because I actually will be on vacation starting from Thursday this week and for a couple of weeks. So next week I will be probably somewhere in the middle of Mediterranean.
Well, that's unacceptable.
Nice. That's awesome.
I mean, yeah, that's
I
great.
can't go on
That's
vacation
fine.
either.
No one's
I
allowed.
don't know if I will be. I will probably be back in time for next week, but I'm gone on the weekend. But I
Yeah.
think I will be back on Monday.
All right. Well, yeah. Just let me know. I'll post mine. I just wanted to announce it as well. But anyway, so we have Nil scribing and Grinkle as the previous scribe. Would you like to give us a recap of last time, Grinkle?
Yeah, of course. Last time was a bit more of a chill session. Got some good stuff done, so it was nice. But we started off in the halls. We were talking to the guard about leaving the money like with us. So we told him it was cursed, so he wouldn't touch it. Nil does the fake ceremony. Anyways, so we go talk to Blackwater. On the way, Neil's there. Not Nil, shirtless. Neil, of course. And he's pissed because he wants a cut of the money because he thinks he helped. So whatever, we bring him with us. After some talks, Blackwater agrees to give us a short bow, some potions, 60% of the cut, and then we give Nil 10%. Everyone's happy. We go get geared up. Everyone's got new gear. It's awesome. Go see Doru, and he lets us know the Kaladin, something with the spear, something's going on. Curse, maybe? We're used to this by now, but besides that, we go back to the halls to use the libraries, do some what's it called? The downtime activities. Find Lyra, who wants to go through that blocked area, but we tell her it's dangerous, so she comes back the next day. She opens up a path through there, like gets it excavated to some degree. We do all our various downtime activities, and then we get ready to kick some butt.
Yes. In the ruins, right? Like underneath.
Yeah, we're in the
Yeah,
halls. I
think
I
the
don't
group
remember
was
where
gonna
we were
do
going,
some
but
exploring.
I think so
Well,
too,
there
yeah.
was
Because Blackwater
was,
wanted us to.
yeah, there was a couple of things the group could do, and I forget what the other one was. There was something you said you wanted to do, but then Blackwater mentioned exploration, and you guys kind
The
of
two
switched over.
options were, yeah, Demon Portal, which is behind a force wall, or the safer, more reasonable, like less committal option is to just explore underneath and hopefully find some cool stuff.
Yeah. All right.
We're going with exploring.
So, let's see.
Lou, if you want, maybe if you could spend like 1 minute, just glance at what I have done with Carter, so just I haven't missed anything, and
Yeah, I can take a look.
just take a look that I haven't screwed anything up. He's
Alright.
actually very serious.
Yeah,
From
it
what I
looks,
see.
it looks pretty good. Not seeing any issues. We just have to get him a token and a portrait. And I think
Yeah,
he's
and the
good.
double-sided one, if possible.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then
he's
Rob, you
not
gonna
going to
get a quick
be
video for him?
fighting this game anyway because we're all here. But yeah,
Yeah.
definitely I can work
Okay.
on that. So it is the 38th of fall at 8 a.m. The group is in town. We had just passed the downtime, and yeah, we were about to move on to what's next. It's that morning of the, I believe, 7th day, or 8th day, maybe. What do you all want to do?
We get up early, have a good breakfast, and get going.
Yeah, I did just want to clarify something. I was researching the essence last week, the bone giant, and you said I found out two things because I already knew about essences. One of them was the spine armor, and the other one says unique essences can be used to modify spells.
Yeah.
Do I need to just learn more about that to do it, or is that just like a general thing?
It's more of like a story point spend you can do, where if you want to change like the properties of a spell, you can kind of make them unique. Like one of my players, for example, was using Magnificent Mansion, and he modified it so he could leave stuff there and it would stay there, almost like
Okay.
what's it called? A portable
Bag of
hold,
holding
or
almost?
a bag of holding. Yeah. So like whenever he
Yeah.
summoned the
Cool.
mansion, like his stuff would still be there, and like people could stay there for like a limited amount of time. So you can do stuff like that, like just kind of
Cool.
change the mechanics of how magic works.
Okay.
Yeah, it
Just
still
fireball to
requires
water ball?
research, but yeah, it's kind of a way to do some house ruling. Like if you want to house rule
Okay.
some
Awesome.
stuff.
Yeah. There's still more stuff I can learn about it, so that's still on the list. But yeah, that's
It's
cool.
spine armor, you said too? Sounds cool.
Yeah, so when we killed the big bone golem, we got its
Yeah.
essence, and the one uses, like, I can put it on armor, and it deals 1d6 to anyone that
Oh,
attacks,
wow.
or deals melee
Very
damage
cool.
to me. But
Very cool.
using it for a spell may also be
Yeah,
interesting.
you think of something.
But that's more like, yeah, like kind of sitting down and thinking about creative ways to change spells. You can do something like just
Okay.
make them a little bit more powerful too. Although in that case it would be, less grandiose, just maybe like an extra D whatever here or there.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Alright, so yeah, the group is well known at this point in the Darkwater Inn. You've been there for a while, and the people seem to be happy with all you've done for the town. I think this group has a pretty good reputation with the town. Yeah, you're basically.
Does the whole
loved.
town know that we saved them from like the hobgoblins, or did they not like know that happened?
No, they
Yeah, pretty
they
sure they
know.
know.
I think you
They
spent
know,
some
eh? Okay,
time
cool.
also hyping up the group to the town.
Oh yeah. True. Okay.
So this group has a pretty high reputation with the actual people of Char. You're pretty much loved by all the normal folk. Alright, so yeah, what's the plan?
I say we go down into the underground cave system and do some exploring. Test out this spear.
Yeah, we wanted to leave the demon portal alone for now, and instead explore the tunnels further, like Blackwater wanted.
That sounds good. I like the plan.
Cool. Yeah, before we head down the people, you get aid from me, get aid from me.
Yep. Same.
Thank you.
Who are the people again?
I think Nil does half of the group, and Patchwork does the other half.
Yeah, I do the
Always,
melees.
yeah. And
And I
it's
guess,
fourth
well, I
levels.
actually have inspiring leader also though. I don't know if it's maybe if I get an 8, you won't even need to use it.
Well, they stack.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
8
let me
is
find
not
it.
temp HP, right?
Yeah,
No,
those are
it's
different. They do stack.
it's maximum hit points.
Plus equal to your character's level plus the modifier.
I think that's 11.
11 temporary.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, that's what it
Eight
was. Yeah.
for 8 at fourth level gives 15. Increases the max hit points.
Oh, cool. And then aid gives on top of that. How much? Sorry.
Well, yours would be 10, I think.
On top of that?
Oh,
We'd start with like 21.
For
Holy
for
cow.
example, normally I have 51 hit points, but because of 8, I have plus 15, so I'm at 66. And then I
Wow.
have 11 temporary hit points, so I'm
Oh,
at
yeah.
total at 77.
Well, remember,
Yeah, but
temp
Grinkle,
should be
the
tracked different from 8 hit
Yeah.
points. Those are two different
Yes,
things.
of course.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was
didn't know
trying to say.
that. I
The
see.
aid affects your max.
Like you can't
Hit
heal
points.
temp HP. So like once
Yeah.
you
My
take
hit
that
point-
damage, it doesn't. Yeah. You
My
can't heal
hit point maximum is 51 plus 15, so my current hit points are 66. And below that, my temporary hit points are 11, so in total 77.
Yeah. So you said you guys are both doing aid, level 2,
4.
level 4.
Four.
Okay. So yeah, just make
Yeah,
sure you guys increase your HP
yeah,
accordingly.
Yeah, I already subtract the 4th spell slot for that because I think at some point we said that we do that every day.
Yeah, I assume at the
Mm.
start of the day, so you just subtract your 4th level.
Yep.
And then Patrick, how much do you give out? I'm so sorry. I know you've said it a few times.
One moment.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you. That's amazing. I don't know if I've ever. I know we've been giving out aid for a while. I don't know if I've ever added that on. I'll be honest.
It's fine. Don't get hit. It doesn't matter.
I
Well, I did almost die.
Ah.
Last time I almost died. It started to get spicy last time.
Well, you also
Um,
only get it if you're here once you cast it.
Yeah.
Although I was
Yeah.
thinking of.
Head down.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that's head down to the tunnels then.
All right.
Before we do, just one thing. I noticed that Rob, during at the end of our previous session, we were discussing downtime activities, and I just noticed that I have a bunch of nature components and rare herbs. And
Ooh.
I think in our camp we had our Melody, who was an alchemist, right?
I believe so.
What would it take from nature components and rare herbs to create a greater healing potion? Just while we had our week of downtime, if let's say I just want to spend it, if you don't mind, retrospectively, I just totally forgot about that.
Yeah, so with the week, you could have spent, I think it's 200 Maho to make a greater healing with Melody. And you
Okay,
can
and I have
also
exactly, yeah.
you can also have her work on potions like when you're not doing downtime if she's in town, if she's not with you.
Okay. And this is
Maybe
rare
we'll think
herbs,
about
right?
that this
This is
time and
not
then.
nature components.
You can use nature components or rare herbs to make healing potions.
Can I make two major ones, two greater ones during this week? Would she have enough time?
I think it's 1 week per greater,
Is
so
it?
she could make one.
Okay, then I'll just spend my. What do you guys think? Should I spend rare herbs or nature components? Which is more? I think rare herbs, because I think nature components
Yeah.
are a little
Give
bit
it
more
one, right?
universal.
I
Yeah.
could
Yeah.
use the nature component, so use the herbs. Yeah.
Yes. So I will spend 200 rare herbs for one greater healing potion.
All right.
You want to just get another one going for the meantime? Do you have enough? Like, or is that not what we should use her for? Like, what? Like for the
Yes. Let's
in the
give
game
her.
today?
Yes, I will spend then 200 nature components to get another one going. So after a week we have it.
Cool. Yeah.
And patchwork. Do you need more nature components?
Not currently.
give.
I need I really need religious components because when I level up, I get access to Magic Circle, and that's kind of
Okay. Then
that's
for
very
now.
useful in some situations, but that takes a lot of components.
So yeah, if
Okay,
you're,
then.
I guess just link it, make a note in downtime activities going forward if you're, doing it for the next week. And give me one
Yes.
moment, I'll be right back.
Any like other
Right
potions we should have her make?
Right now, I don't have any druid spells that take a lot of components, and I won't gain any druid spells from here, so I don't really need them. But they would be nice to have, maybe. But I don't. It's not an emergency, I guess.
Yeah, no, all good. And then I'll have alchemist learned soon. That's my downtime thing. So then we'll be pumping out potions.
Yeah, I could help them too if I don't have research projects.
What date is today? Is it 31st? Well,
38th.
All right, I'm
38th.
back. Sorry, my dog keeps shaking his head. I think he's got an ear issue. I just gave him something. Okay.
Disappointed.
So, you said you're heading to Blackwaters to go underground?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. And yeah, you, as I said, you could have gotten one healing potion. One
Mhm.
greater. Alright, so when you head to Blackwaters, one of the mercenaries out front kind of greet you as normal, but he would say, Blackwater is looking for you all. If you have a chance, stop in and check with him before you go wherever you're going.
All right, that shouldn't be a problem.
Alright, so I assume you head to see him.
Yes.
He is going to be in his office. He'll greet you. He says, we might have a bit of a problem. He says, the mayor has been very insistent on dealing with the Blood Hand. It's partially my fault. I riled her up a bit in the beginning when they were our enemies, but it's been hard to get her to let go of some of that. I've found myself unable to, and I was hoping maybe you all could convince her to maybe just ease off the hatred of the Blood Hand. Maybe guarantee her they'll be gone soon. You're much more
Well.
liked in this city or in this town than I am, and I think by the mayor as well.
Could you excuse us for one moment? I think I'd like to just discuss something real quick with my group privately.
Well,
Says, of course,
before we
just
go, do you have a date of when we think we're going to be leaving, so we can offer that?
he says,
Yeah, I think we talked about this. The deadline for the expedition.
yeah, what was that?
And we all agree that Bloodhand are here only for the vault, and they would have no reason to be here once this is done, right? I think that's
Yep.
what Sisterel said as well.
That's what
Yeah,
what she
they
said.
have.
Yeah.
They gain
60th of
nothing
fall.
from
He
being
says.
here.
So like 20 more days, something like that.
Thank
He
you.
Mm.
nods and says, "You can. I mean, obviously, don't tell her the details because she, doesn't fully know of the alliance. But yeah, maybe just give her like an idea of. I don't know how you're going to sell it to her because, like I said, they were the sworn enemies of the town until more recently. But however you can spin it, would make our lives easier because if she does start sending town's guard to go after the Blood Hand, it would be bad for the Blood Hand and our alliance as a whole, especially if they found out we were all in an alliance."
Yeah. But perhaps we can just tell her that we've made a deal with the Blood Hand and they'll be out by that date. That might just satisfy her, honestly.
It's
Yeah.
She
risky,
doesn't need to know the
but
details.
if you can convince her that you're you have the town's best interest at heart, she is fairly hateful of the Blood Hand.
I see.
Well, I feel like Neil might owe us a favor as well.
So as well, if you can call in that favor to help you in this discussion, and whatever you can do, I put it in your competent hands.
Okay.
That is all. And he kind of goes back to
Okay.
what he was doing.
Maybe you
I mean,
want
I
to
think
join us today, guys.
as we're like walking away. Sorry, go ahead, Gringo.
I was saying maybe he wants to join us today, but he's just nervous to ask.
I was just gonna say, like, as we're walking away, like privately, I would say, I don't really want to play politics with between Blackwater and the governor, but if we could just tell her that we've made a deal with the Blood Hand and they'll be out by that date, I think that should, quiet any
Yeah.
problems.
Or we could even say we've given them
Like,
an ultimatum.
like say we've had a talk, we've come to an agreement.
Well, I'd be careful about lying.
I mean,
Just in
that's
case
kind
it
of
comes
true,
to bite.
though.
Yeah, no, I was more talking about what Nil said.
Kind of true.
We didn't really give them an ultimatum, you know. What we did is we
kind of did.
basically.
We said
Yeah,
join
we
with us
did,
in
kind
this
of,
thing,
I
or
suppose.
we're gonna have to kill you all, and it's just annoying. But I don't know. I think that Neil Mayo is toning down their activities in the town until they get ready to leave, or he is going to have a problem.
Well, do we have to do that now, or should we do it when we get
Well,
back?
we could do that later. We can do that when we get back.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
let's continue with our plan for now.
All right.
Yeah,
So
we were
exploration.
already on the way there.
you're heading underground to the tunnels. Go into the basements through the normal downstairs area of the estate. You have a couple of scouts there who seem to be waiting. They say, we were told you were coming. I was asked by Blackwater to discuss some of the tunnels with you, give you an idea of what we've been doing, and what might help you, or what might be a good place for you to look around. He says, Blackwater has explored most of the northwestern and kind of central and southeastern tunnels. And he shows you some of the maps they drew. He says there were several areas with heavy undead presence. This one here is one we haven't made much headway into, this area. He says also Blackwater has told us, and he wanted us to tell you to avoid these areas, the kind of mid-eastern areas. He says it's the area under the ruined church, and he doesn't want anyone in there. He says it's supposed to be extremely dangerous. But
Actually, we never asked, and Robert is just telling that. Everyone used to tell us that this is very dangerous under the church, but do you know specifics? What's up there? What happened there? Why is it so dangerous?
Says, well, from what I've been told from Lyra, the history of it has something to do with a blast of necrotic energy originating from the church a long time ago, which took out a substantial portion of the town. And ever since then, it seems like the place is kind of cursed, causing madness to anyone who goes too close or goes inside the building. And I've been told it's similar with the underground. That the tunnels are very dangerous, and people have just gone missing. No one really knows much about what's in there. So we've mostly been told to avoid it. And, that's what we're doing, because our job is to explore as Blackwater needs, not to go get ourselves killed.
Of course, yeah. We'll follow Blackwater's orders, no problem.
He nods and says, all right. Well, good luck to you down there. Hopefully you can clear out some more of the undead. Like I said, the area southwest of here would be a good place to start. There might be something of value there. Maybe that's why there's all those undead.
It sounds like a good place to start. Thank you. Here's I'll flick him a gold piece. Here's a little bit of something for your troubles.
Just says, thanks. Alright, so you going over there?
Yeah, I think we'll head towards this area, but like as we're walking, I'll say to the group, we have to check out underneath that church.
Yeah.
Yeah, duh, of course. They said not to. Like, that's the first place we're going.
Oh, is that the first place you're going? Or are you going to...
No.
Oh, okay. So...
Well, I wouldn't say the first place, but later. When
would you like me to cast Pass Without Trace?
that could help.
I'm
So-
offering.
Yeah, Pass Without Trace would make the group much quieter, which would probably give you a higher chance of not encountering enemies, as they wouldn't necessarily hear your passage.
Oh well, but do we need to clear them?
That's up to you.
Are we trying to?
They wanted exploration, like they didn't necessarily say you had to kill
Oh,
every
okay.
undead down here.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay. Well then, yeah, Patrick, that sounds awesome. You can make us
Maybe-
quieter. How do you do that?
Yeah, that's interesting. And if they do, and if we do encounter them, we would have much better chance to ambush them instead of them ambushing us.
As long as you stay within a certain radius of me, you will be more difficult to perceive by enemies.
Interesting. Let's do this.
What's the radius?
30 foot.
30 feet?
Just
Okay,
gonna-
Lou. Like when we're walking, like if someone's like 35 feet, is that okay if he still has the stealth?
I
Like
mean,
when we're out of combat?
You need to stay within 30 feet of me. It moves with me.
I know, but like if my screen lags, I don't want to be punished, or something like.
Ah,
well, I'm not
It's
gonna.
just like while we're out of combat, like.
As long as you're not in like exploring a map mode, it's
Yeah, okay.
it's not a big deal. So unless you are choosing to move away from her, I'll just assume that you're within
Oh, no.
30 feet.
Oh.
Also,
Okay,
if you
cool.
move out for a second and
Appreciate
then
that.
move back in, you get the bonus again.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so even
It's not
if
like
you,
it's not like tiny hut.
yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
okay. Plus 10. Plus 10.
Yeah, really good.
That's crazy. Myself plus 18 right now?
Alright, so give me 2 survival checks from the group. Any 2 of you who want to work together for navigation.
Who wants it? I got. Okay.
I did one.
We'll do another
Oh, there you
one.
go. And then Rob will do the other. Yeah, Rob.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright,
Rob.
so you and Patchwork work together as you are navigating these tunnels, going kind of past the fire elemental layer where you were before into kind of a new tunnel in the southwestern area. So give me a moment to check something. Alright. Give me up to 2 stealth checks from the group as you
Do one of these.
I'll
have
do one.
people kind of watching and kind of directing as how the party moves. Keep them unseen.
So, I think I have advantage because of the
Get boots.
of Elvenkind.
So you would
add
have to
10
have
to-
advantage on both sight and sound for this check.
Oops,
if
sorry.
you-
I didn't mean to click that.
So if you just have one, then you
Um,
would have a normal roll, unless you have both.
What's the
The boots are sound
what's
based.
just sound based?
Yeah, the cloak is sight, the boots are sound. There's the
Then
cloak
with-
of Elvenkind and the boots of Elvenkind.
So then with the plus 10, I've got 26 then.
Okay, yeah. And one more person.
And then I'd have
Bring
34, Lou. 34.
Oh, I see,
Yep.
34. Okay, so yeah, you are moving very quietly. As you are moving
Go
through
Patchwork.
the area, I'll say Rob and Nil. Actually, you all have pretty good perceptions. Rob, Nil, Patchwork, and Kaladin. You hear what sounds like some sort of ghostly sounds coming from down one of the side halls. Religion might give you some more info. If any of you have religious training. Alright, so yeah, it
I do want to
sounds
get
like...
Jack Alter.
Yeah, you can roll with that.
Never mind.
So it sounds like some sort of, definitely some sort of incorporeal ghostly creature, or maybe several. You would guess maybe 4 or 5. But you don't necessarily have to go that way. It's kind of a side tunnel, unless you want to explore it. Do you want to keep... Yeah.
I will turn toward everyone and say, like, guys, I want to avoid those guys if possible, because it's not like they're gonna kill us, but they will probably, like, there is a chance they will hit someone and then we'll be drained and it doesn't go away until after we rested. So it could actually like if we want to go there, let's go there like as the last thing we do in the day. Because
Yeah, that's fair.
with their negative energy drain, it just like there is
Yeah,
no
that's a good
getting
plan.
around that.
Yeah.
I like it.
Alright. So you're gonna
Good point.
keep going.
Yes.
Yes.
Alright. Me do some rolling and consult the dice. Just need one moment.
Let's hope they don't come up behind us later.
Alright. Oh, you know what? Missing a map. Sorry, just give me one moment to grab it.
Guys, what am I doing? I haven't read this damn tome of leadership book. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, you.
You
Didn't
had
have a
like a
whole
week.
You
Guys,
really
what are we
should've read it.
doing?
What are we doing?
Plus
What are you
2
doing?
charisma. What am I doing?
Yeah.
Well,
Bob
yeah,
Ross,
sort
man, he's
sort
just
your
hanging.
life out.
Get your
But
crap
Guys,
together,
tell me to
Grinko.
read it. Tell me to read a damn book for once.
But
saw
did you
paint
spend
this
your
pen
downtime
paint.
on something else, or did you just do nothing?
Yeah, no, I did the alchemy
Ah,
supplies
okay,
one.
okay.
Hey, I'll remember.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Maybe you just knew you were so charismatic you didn't need the book.
Yeah, I thought if you just slept on it, like, you sleep on it.
Under your pillow, basically.
Osmosis.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
I'm itching to use this new spear.
Don't do it unless inspired by Grinkle.
Of course. That's a good idea.
This one is gonna bite us in the ass. Otherwise,
Or
Also,
blessed by
Nil.
one of the clerics.
Yeah. Nil or Patchwork, if you could bless me at the start of a combat, that would also help me control the spear.
Of course. I would suggest that I do bless because I don't need concentration because I don't have spirit guardians yet, so it's fine. Don't need concentration for anything else yet.
Thank you. I appreciate the help.
Oh, what the heck?
And don't worry, Calrin, I'll make sure to keep my distance while using the spear. Wouldn't want to attack my favorite wizard.
Yeah, I'm not going to be staying anywhere around you while that thing's out.
Is it?
I did enough research that I know that that's something I don't want to be around.
Sorry, I just deleted the map I wanted. Give me a moment to re-grab it.
Somehow I feel like a spear is fitting for me, Typically, you could use a spear to catch fish.
Yeah, like a harpoon.
Exactly. Except for
Yeah.
catching fish, we'll be catching undead today. And I'm like doing like little flourishes with the spear, kind of like, eager to try it out.
Alright.
I
take
take
the
a step
axe.
back.
I literally leave like 70 feet. No,
Don't worry, usually me and Rob battle together, so if anyone's going to get it, it'll be a recompense for what he did for all the times he hit Grinkle.
oh yeah,
now I gotta worry about Rob
Alright.
and
And Neil.
it's honestly
Neil.
gonna it's gonna suck so much to have to kill you, Cal.
Let's just hope the bless works.
so much.
Alright,
Ooh.
so you explore a series of tunnels as you're going through, trying to avoid enemies. As you get towards the end of what seems like a main hall, you come to a large caved-in area. And what's odd is that on the other side of the cave-in, you would see lights. It's like there's some light coming through all the rocks, as if the area beyond is lit up, but seems to be inaccessible. And this is kind of the end of this main hall that you were following. So other than this cave-in, you've mostly, well, except for the one area where there were the ghostly figures, you mostly explored.
Is there any
They
way to
said
do
undead
like
were coming from here?
I'll mark the maps for the things you found.
so is there any way like outside to do like another perception check like for secrets, or is that just constantly going with our passive?
You're considered looking around as you travel. If you're actively exploring maps, then you have to say you're searching an area, like to find secrets.
So we could say like we're looking for like, I want to make a perception check to look for an opening, so maybe I can get past this cave-in.
Yeah, I mean, you mean like a secret door at where the cave-in is?
Or like a specific spot where I think I can squeeze through the rocks to get to the
Oh.
other side.
Actually, one
Uh,
question: if I wild shaped, will I keep pass without trace?
As far as I know, I don't think your spells go away.
Yeah, I don't know how
that
wild shape works because I never use it.
that said, it would be gone by now. It's been at least 2 hours of
Yeah.
exploration. So the pass
Okay.
without trace would have worn off.
I could wild shape into something small and try to see what's beyond.
Oh
That
wow.
is a good idea. Before you do that, I want to look just to make sure there's not a way that I can squeeze through.
Yeah, that's fair.
So it doesn't look like, unless you were small, if you were a small creature, you might be able to squeeze through with a little bit of work. Otherwise, you'd have to probably excavate this or maybe use magic somehow. If you look through, or I'll say, give me a perception check if you want to examine the rubble. You might find out some other things. And anyone can make this roll. It's not just 2 people.
Not good.
So
Oh, Rune, you there? You got good perception. You want to talk to him?
Me? Good perception? You're wrong.
he has his tremor sense, not really good perception.
Perfect.
All right, well, so Grinkle, you are looking around and you find like a little area of the cave-in where you can kind of see through. Looks like there is a continuation of this large hall on the other side, like a hallway going forward. And you would see a couple of what look like continual light rocks lighting it up. But you can kind of see through the area. And there is another spot, as I said, where with some work you might be able to dig a hole big enough for a small person to get through. Though I don't know if you have any small. There's definitely enough room for a tiny creature to get through, like a cat or like a bat or something.
Tell me, this is a little pushing it as far as use of this spell, but this part at the bottom that says sculpt elements, you can cause dirt's, well, I guess dirt
and rock are different.
Yep, okay, so I can't, never mind.
Yeah, like if you had the excavate earth spell, that only affects loose stone or dirt. There are stones, or there are spells like, was it stone shape, that could get through something like this?
Yeah, it's stone shape. You said a cat could get through this?
Yeah, you think a small creature like a cat or a bat or something could squeeze through, or a bird maybe.
Okay, I would like to wild shape into a cat.
Mechanical cat? How does it look like?
Yeah, robot cat.
Yo, that's
like Boston Dynamics vibes.
Yeah.
Like...
Alright, so Patchwork will suddenly shapeshift, becoming a small cat. And I assume you're going to climb through.
Yeah, but I'll go slowly and keep an eye out for any danger. I don't trust this.
A weird bug where it's duplicating all my maps. Alright, give me one moment. I'll just give a party view so it's not just you there. What's your site?
My
Patchwork?
perception?
Oh, I guess it wouldn't matter because the area's lit up.
Yeah.
Alright.
The cat probably does have dark vision though.
Yeah, the cat does.
Alright, so you come through.
Hey. Patchwork, before you go, if you find anything magical, let me know. I'll just teleport my way in there and I'll try and figure it out.
Yeah, alright. Can I talk in wild shape form?
In the new rules you can. If you're an old druid, I don't think you can. Alright, so you get through to the other side.
Well, I do play with 24.
Yeah, so I believe you
rules.
can speak while in wild shape. So the large hallway continues before you. You would see on the wall there are looks like continual light stones going to spread out going down the hall. Give me a perception check. You might notice something. Alright, so this place looks very old. It doesn't look like there's any signs of passage. No one's been in here for like a while. You would notice, yeah, lots of like cobwebs and dust. There's support pillars as you go forward, and looks like some kind of shape up ahead on the floor, like a pattern, but it's hard to really see it from here.
Okay, I would like to carefully make my way down the hallway, but I would like to keep an eye on the floor for any traps
Okay.
or for any cracks, anything suspicious.
Alright, so you are going down the hallway. You can move the party token slowly if you like.
Oh.
Make it a little bit bigger.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Walk past the pillar.
Alright, so as you get to about that area, you hear, similar to what you heard while you were exploring the halls earlier, some kind of wail come from up ahead. The sound of maybe some kind of ghostly figure moving about in the area.
Is it coming closer to me?
You don't know. Doesn't sound like it was. It might just be like a creature, like kind of at rest. It doesn't sound like a hostile, like you don't think it heard you or saw you. So what do you want?
Question: How fast can a cat run?
40 foot. You have climb
Jeez.
and walk speed, yeah.
That's faster than me. All right. Okay, I would like to keep moving forward stealthily, but I'm prepared to like bolt at any moment.
Alright, give me a stealth check.
What kind of stealth does a cat have?
Let me find out.
I don't have any.
They do have stealth +4.
Okay, I'll just roll stealth with my bonus and.
Yeah, that's right. And you don't have a what do you call it? You don't have your pass without trace anymore, right?
No.
Okay.
Should I just roll the d20? I'll just roll a d20. Oh no,
Yeah.
that's an 8.
Okay. So go ahead. You can advance a bit.
Is this the shape you mentioned?
Yeah. So there's some kind of strange shape on the floor here, which you can get a little bit better of a look at now that you're closer. It just looks like a pretty pattern, like maybe it's decorative. It's yeah, you're not sure. And at one point, as you are moving towards it, you would knock kind of a small stone to the side, and you would hear an angry howl come from down the way. Give me an
Oh.
initiative roll. You can use the party token.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was about to say I turn around and run.
Okay. Alright, so the creature goes first. So as you turn to run, you would see a creature come into view from up ahead. It would see you
Okay.
and let out a ghastly howl and immediately charge towards you. Coming
fuck.
to here with its dash. So that's going to
What the
end
fuck is that?
its turn.
But it's only one. I don't. Do I hear any more?
You don't see any
Or-
others. Yeah, I'll say you only hear the one right now.
How does dropping wild shape work? Do any of you know?
Be in your wild shape feature, but I'll look it up real quick.
Oh wait, I have it here.
That's
I can
really weird.
okay. I can choose to use an action or bonus action. Okay.
Alright, so the creature went. What are you gonna do?
Do I know what this creature is?
Yes. I'll say
We have fought
you
them, I
have
think.
seen them before. It's one of the necrotic entities you've encountered down here.
I'm thinking about fighting this thing, but I don't know if I want to do this alone. Yeah, I'm not taking any chances. I don't know if it's alone or not. As a cat, if I have 40 feet of movement, I can get there. Okay. I would like to dash over here, I think it was.
Alright, so you dash back that way, running towards the cave-in. The creature is going to follow, moving 60 feet, as it's incredibly fast, and then dashing over to you, ending its turn.
Right.
Coming up to take a swing, but you manage to act first. What are you gonna do?
I run. I go back through the cave-in.
Are you taking an oppie, or are you gonna try to disengage?
Oh yeah, action disengage and then run through. I have enough movement.
Okay, so 15, then you start squeezing, moving out, and that will take you back to the group. So you see her frantically, pulling herself through the hole as you hear something angrily moving about on the other side. I assume the group kind of readies itself, but the creature doesn't seem to breach the cave-in. You just hear it kind of make an annoyed or frustrated moan as it starts moving back away, ending combat.
You alright, Petrick?
Yep, got away in time. There is a wraith. I think I can take one wraith alone, but I wasn't sure if there's more or not. So I thought coming
Like, no,
back
no,
was
no,
the
no, no,
safer
no, no.
was
You've
the safer
done.
choice.
This was the correct choice not to fight it alone. Uh, well, I guess we need to figure out how to remove the boulder, because I don't feel it's a good idea for us to try to do it one by one. Do we have some kind of magic that can make the boulder smaller? I know that there are some magics that can make things bigger or smaller. What if we just make it smaller and roll it
If
away?
Can we, like, if we, I know I can do like a large form, and then would we be strong enough? I think Nil, can you do that as well? Can you get large, or is that just what I took? Hey,
I
Nil,
think this,
with
I think
your
this was your
giant,
pre-2024
or
version, I think.
no, this is the new one, because I'm not a Fulgur or whatever anymore.
So
I'm a
Uh-huh.
Goliath now.
you can
If I was
get.
large, Lou, would I think I'd be able to move it, or is that like too crazy? Like, there's no way.
So you could
I'll look for
move
the,
some of the smaller ones easily. The large boulder probably weighs several tons. So you probably would not be able to move it. You'd probably have to either break it or maybe shrink it, as your allies suggested, you would guess. But yeah, I mean, digging out kind of the smaller rocks would be easier in a large form. But there's a bunch of them, and I think your growth only lasts like a minute or something, right?
my growth.
Yeah, did you say you were gonna enlarge yourself?
I was considering it if I thought like it would be able to move it, but we
It's
just
Can
need to
you
take
got
care of
only
this big one.
enlarge
And
yourself, or can you cast an enlarge reduce spell?
yeah, here I was still looking for.
I believe enlarge reduce is on a like a minute timer. That's the only thing, so it wouldn't last long enough to be able to move that many rocks.
Hmm.
But yeah, shrinking the boulder might decrease its weight by several tons.
Here's a question. If there's a, uh, ghostly layer over here, and this is caved in, and there's also ghosts in there, maybe this layer has a path to lead behind the cave-in?
The
might
one
be a
that we
stretch.
didn't take?
No. From what I saw there, it was just one long hallway without anything at the sides.
Oh, one thing you
I
did
don't
probably
think.
notice was there was like a large some kind of contraption that was off to the east, kind of back behind where the wraith was. But you didn't get a very good look at it. Because, yeah, almost as soon as you got there, like, you had to run away.
Oh yeah, I got distracted by that shape thing on the ground, but I think when I looked up and saw the wraith, there was this big machine thing
It almost
behind
looks
it.
like something an artificer may have made. Not your normal magic that
Yeah.
you're used to.
I haven't seen anything like it. I couldn't guess what it is or what it does, but it was something.
I say we give the ghost layer a try. Maybe, I mean, it's a far stretch, but maybe it's got like a back pathway that leads to behind the cave-in. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, let's just go
I'm
somewhere
not.
else. I guess.
I'm not really sure about that, but okay. It
If
didn't
nothing
look
else,
like that
it would make
from what I saw.
it would make it safer for the scouts if you cleared out more of the undead.
Yeah, because if it comes down to us having to excavate this area, like via Blackwater's people, then we're gonna have to clear out that layer anyways, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I say that's where we go.
All right, so you want to head back and explore that?
Yes.
Give me a moment to look at something. this creature. Alright, that's what it was. Okay. I don't suppose anyone knows if the Tome of Foes or Monsters of the Multiverse is which book is earlier. I want to say it's
I don't
Tome
know.
of
Either.
Foes. Okay. Well, anyway. So you head back, travel back to where you were, and head into the down the hallway where you hear the noises.
Yeah, I assume my wild shape is probably gone because I can do that for like 1 or 2 hours.
Oh no, it's not that far to get back. I mean, most of the time you
okay.
had spent was in exploration. If you're going right back to it, it's probably only like 20 minutes.
Yeah. But I'll probably end wild shape anyway. Can't
Yeah.
fight as a cat.
And you no longer have your pass without trace going, right?
Yeah, I only had that on the way here.
Okay.
On the way back, I will ask the party, guys. I think we have done it already twice. The boulder, like we already faced one boulder in another place here. Do we have access to this kind of magic that is able to reduce and enlarge things? It seemed like
I do.
it would-
I do.
There-
If you ask me on another day, I can do it.
It's called a pickaxe.
Okay. Yeah, we should probably try to do
Mm.
this next time because already twice we have faced something where it could help.
With enough practice, I could probably learn magic to shape stone, but that is going to take some time.
Yeah.
No, but if we need it, I will prepare enlarge reduce for tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Do you need a full rest for that? Can you do it after short rest?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I need a long
Okay.
rest for this.
Okay.
Hang on, sorry, it just froze up. There's some weird bug going on with the maps. It keeps
Does
duplicating.
Calroon have enlarge reduce?
I do not. I was looking. I don't have it.
Okay.
Grinkle might.
I do not, but I know I could like have it.
Okay.
Enlarge
I think it's worth
reduce.
maybe getting for this kind of problem that happens
It's
all the time.
bard. It's bard, druid, sorcerer, wizard, artificer.
Yeah, I just have to wait till I level up as a bard to do any of that. I can't switch.
Yeah.
I think for things like that, like the fact that Patchwork can do it is enough. I don't think you
Okay.
need to waste like your precious slot that you get for that because I think we should have just thought about it because we already have needed it once and now we need it again. I think we just. But that's like we could not have foreseen it.
So, question: how are you? Are you just kind of walking down this hall where you heard the ghosts? Are you like trying to be sneaky? How are you doing this?
I
Let's
would
get the
say
jump on
we
him,
try
you know,
and
if we can.
we try and ambush.
All right, so you're going to try to sneak in?
Yeah. If we can.
Yeah.
All right.
We can try. Find.
So, give me stealth rolls for the group.
Everyone or two of us?
For this to like sneak up on enemies, it's everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At 10 though. Oh my
The
god.
one time I had a good stealth roll.
No, not plus 10 anymore. Pass without trace is gone.
Oh. Okay. Let's get it.
Yeah.
So we essentially run in screaming.
Yeah, pretty much.
No,
All
we are
right.
we are
Just for
walking and
Kaladin.
clanking.
And
We are
Kaladin.
walking and clanking.
Yeah. Clunk, clunk, clunk.
All right, so as you're moving down this side tunnel, there are a couple of large halls, making you think this may have been kind of a more of a royal area, kind of like the main hall you were just in. But as you get to kind of a crossroads, you hear a screech coming from up ahead. So give me a moment to get you all situated on the map.
Maybe I should have done pass without trace, but I wanted to conserve spell slots.
Alright.
No, it's okay. This could have happened anyways.
So you heard the
like we-
screech coming from kind of up ahead somewhere around the north corner. Go ahead and position yourselves, I guess, within like 15 feet of any of your other companions. Not sure how you want to be marching, and then give me initiative rolls.
Okay. Guess I'll be in the back.
Yeah, I wanted to stand there.
I also just want to be in range of our blessing and
Away from Kaladin.
inspiring
Get
people.
away from Kaladin, guys. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay in the middle so I can do spells for everyone.
I rolled a 6 before for the magic missiles because I realized I hadn't done that for the long rest we just had. We're back to full missiles.
So, question: who of us doesn't need bless?
Grinko could probably go without. I think he's okay without it.
Because I can only cast it for 5 people.
Alright, and just
kinda
FYI,
used to it.
this is where you entered from. You were coming down these halls.
Oh yeah, right, initiative. Did I do initiative? I didn't.
Yeah, make sure you're all on there.
I will use my alert feat to swap initiative with Patchwork so that she can cast less on us.
Thank
before...
you.
Alright, so, and I
People go.
assume
So-
she's okay with that?
Yeah, that was my plan.
I only see 4 of
Nice,
you.
nice, Cal.
Does someone still need to roll?
I
Ah,
just
sorry,
did it, maybe
I
you
didn't roll. Sorry.
I'm on there now.
Patchwork,
There's
switch
5.
yours to 26.18, and I will go
Okay.
to
Rob,
12.20.
come on, Rob.
Alright.
He's sleeping.
Who am I
But
missing?
Yeah.
I do have
Needs a
Sentinel
vacation.
Shield.
Who am I missing still?
There's
I don't
6
think
on there now.
Sprinkle. Oh, there's 6. 1, 2, 3. Okay, there are 6. Alright.
Missing your guys.
So,
That initiative is the highest I'll ever have.
so Patchwork with
Even-
the quick like order from Kaladin, you are suddenly kind of alerted to what's going on, so you get to act first.
I cast Bless at 3rd level, and everyone but Grinkle gets Bless.
Okay.
Sounded
so
personal.
Unfortunately,
I did
No,
ask
Michael
for
I
that,
asked.
but
not
hurt.
not
I know it still
hashtag
hurt.
blessed.
That's
I did agree
that's
to it.
why
Still hurt.
Well, could
Okay.
could you give me light maybe?
Yes, I'll put light on those of you with light.
Thank you. And that was my action. As a bonus action, I will use a wild shape for a starry form, and I will activate the dragon.
All right. So you activate your wild shape, readying yourself for the incoming onslaught. All right. The next act is going to be one of the creatures. So you don't.
sorry.
Yeah.
I was just say, did I get blessed as well? Did I miss that?
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone but Grinkle.
Oh, he's not gonna like that.
All right.
No, I did ask.
So
I
suddenly, kind of catching you off guard, a creature comes right through the wall.
Oh,
I don't know if you've seen one of these before, but it looks sort of like a wraith, but a little bit larger and a little bit more defined in form.
That's terrifying.
Scary.
So it comes right out of the wall, kind of almost jump scaring Nil, and will make an attack with advantage. Although, actually, now that it sees all of you, I think it's going to change what it does. I didn't think there were that many people. Make sure I have my measurements right. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, so it's going to move one more square this way. And let out a howl. And I need each of you to give me a wisdom save.
Everyone?
Is that a wisdom check?
No, it's a saving throw.
Save.
As
Too bad,
psychic
because-
energy kind of riddles the party. DC is 14.
Because the dragon could have helped me in that case.
Yeah.
Fucking
I'm
hell.
gonna use human reroll to
Okay.
reroll wisdom save.
Oh gosh, I can't believe I'm.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not making it. I fail.
All right.
I will use one inspiration point.
Okay. So +2. Alright, so Robert made it. So it looks like Patchwork and Kaladin. Did everyone else roll?
I succeeded.
Okay. So yeah, Patchwork and Kaladin unfortunately have failed. So if you failed, the psychic energies affect you quite severely, doing 16 psychic damage and stunning you.
Great.
Gaining the stunned condition, which remember does end
Ah.
certain abilities and concentration. If you made it,
Nice.
you take 8 points of psychic damage, as your mind luckily shields itself and you are not affected as much.
So what is stun again? Which symbol?
Stun is like, it's the stars. Here, I'll put it on you. It's this one.
Great. That was very short-lived bless.
Yeah, that will unfortunately take out the bless. So that's it for the first undead. There is more screeching as another creature comes kind of flying around, and with a dash is only going to get to here, ending its turn. There is another scream from the south as a different creature comes into view. which doesn't look as dark as the Alops, but definitely looks a little bit intimidating. A ghostly skeletal figure. It's gonna come
Have we
into
seen
view.
anything like that?
I don't think you've seen these before. So it kind of looks over at the group. And it is going to, I think it's going to stare at Robert. Okay, yeah. So it looks towards you, Robert. Its eyes glowing. And you start to hear screams that sound familiar. You are hearing a battle that you fought in. It seems like it's drawing out memories of your times at war, making you kind of remember things that you had thought you'd forgotten. The loss of some friends. Give me a wisdom save. There's a little bit of PTSD there. Alright, so luckily you steel yourself. This can't be true. You know, this isn't happening. That was a long time ago. However you do it. And luckily you dismiss the psychic energy, only taking 10 points of psychic damage. Or wait, sorry. No, you wouldn't take anything. This is not a half damage effect. So yeah, you are unaffected. You just shake your head and realize this isn't real. The psychic energies are dispersed. And that is it for the creature. Let's see. You hear now a noise from behind you. Something else might be approaching, but it doesn't come into view yet, whatever it is. Calroon.
Alright. I don't like all these enemies that just showed up. I know they're undead and they're probably going to be resistant to it, but I'm going to try it anyway, and I am going to cast basically a fireball on
Okay.
the two that are up here, or if I can't see if I can't get that one down here involved with it as well. Let's see, 20-foot radius. Can I get that guy?
So like right here.
Yes, if that can get all of them.
I assume you are going to sculpt it so it doesn't hit your allies.
Yes.
Okay, so then you could get all of them, the 3 of them, that is. So you conjure elemental flames, hurling them forward in a intense explosion of heat. And it looks like you, Nil, your HP looks a little wonky. You might need to redo it.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So they get to make dex saves. So the first one that screamed at you attempts to dodge the flames. It is going to succeed with a +3. And is it resistant? Yes, it does seem to be resistant to fire. So it would take 6 points of damage. Being slightly burned and gaining a level of wound. The second one up front here. Is also going to try to jump out of the way. Oh, it makes it as well. Also taking 6. Gaining a level of wound. And finally, the Southern, the Gallows Speaker. Try to get out of the way. It is going to fail with a +2, so it takes... I believe it is also... Oh no, it's not elemental resistant. So it will take the full 24.
Nice.
Being burned by these elemental flame. Alright, anything else, Calroon?
I heard that noise coming up from up here, right?
From the northwest, yes, something is probably coming.
And I'm probably going to just maybe take a step up into the right.
Okay.
Get a little bit further away from that.
So you back away from the scary noise coming from behind you. Alright, Grinkle.
Dun 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 dun. Okay, what to do? This kind of sucks a little bit. So, I was just looking it up, but it doesn't really look like there's a way for me to end the stun condition. Is that correct?
It lasts until the end of the creature's next turn. I don't know if there is a spell that stops stun. Oh, and you guys should have
No,
taken...
it like your like power word heal and stuff, which I know I don't have, but anyways.
From the initial howl, I think even those that saved did take damage. And I still see a bunch of you...
Yeah.
Oh wait, you have temp HP, that's why. Okay,
Yeah.
never
We have
mind.
11.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, well, we'll try the classic. We gotta see if it works. I don't really know with these guys. I don't remember. We're gonna cast command. The one.
Okay. Which one are you casting command on?
The closest dude.
Alright.
Grovel.
So you tell the creature to grovel.
Down, boy.
Pointing at him and demanding his
Put on the floor.
obedience.
Come on, I don't think I've hit one of these in a long time. Please.
So it is going to fail the save with a +5.
Wow.
It just kind of stares
No.
at you and just kind of will float there as you realize it doesn't really have a way to go prone because it's a floating spirit.
Whatever, the mechanic, it has the prone gun.
No, it actually does not because it is immune to prone. That said, it
Oh.
still can't do anything next turn.
Okay, but with that, we have our Beguile magic, which means immediately after I do that, I can do on someone else, so the other dude
Okay.
will arm him.
So
No,
you're
or
doing charm
what's
on
better?
him?
No, we'll do fear. Rawr. I do that. I go rawr.
You're attempting to frighten him.
With paint. It's really scary.
Alright, so the creature just sort of blinks, its face unaffected at all as it contorts angrily. You think it is immune to the fear effect.
Good to know. What are these things called?
These are... I don't think you know. I did give the picture, though. But you need a religion check to know more about them. Which would be a bonus action if you want to try to gain some info.
That's okay. For now.
Alright, anything else?
So is my action. I'll bonus action give Nil. Nil, keep it up, buddy. You get Bardic.
Hooray, thank you.
Alright, so Nil, you are
Bardic,
inspired by
and then
his
I'll
words.
just move. And then I'll run like I'll go on this side.
Okay, so you run down that way.
Yeah. Thank you.
Alright, so another one of these creatures is going to come flying through the wall here. And it is going to let out another maddening cry. Which will, I think, hit everyone but Grinkle. So that would be another round of wisdom saves. DC 14.
I'll spend another inspiration here. I really don't want to fail anything here.
Do
Oh,
the people who are already stunned need to make another?
yes, because you would take more damage if you fail.
Ah, right. I am rolling not very well today.
Alright, so it looks like Calroon and Patchwork and Robert, you guys failed?
I will re-roll
Or
my
Kaladin?
human one.
And a lot of you failed this time. Okay, so use your human reroll for the day. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Nope.
Alright, so that would be another 12 points of psychic damage. And again, you would be stunned until the end of this thing's next turn.
Very nice.
Alright.
Everyone
So,
just passes out in front of me and no.
well, it's less pass out, more like they're holding their heads and just like unable to really function. They're not like asleep.
I see, I see.
So how much damage do I take for the thing as well?
12 psychic.
Even if you pass.
Oh, if you passed, you take 6, sorry.
Okay.
And you are not stunned if you passed.
No.
Alright, so that's it for that guy. Nil.
Cool. I'd like to do a religion check with my bonus action on the ellipse.
Alright, give me your religion check. So, let's see, 13.
Can I use my bardic for that as well?
You can,
that
it's an
a thing?
ability
No.
check.
Okay.
Alright, so you know that the Alep is an undead born of madness, often created by learning a secret of magic so dangerous that it drives the person insane, turning them into an undead, basically spirit that's lost most of its mind. It kind of shares this secret when it screeches, which is what's stunning people. But you can't really understand it because it is like almost an eldritch horror type thing. These creatures are very resourceful, being immune to charm, exhaustion, frighten, grapple, paralyze, petrify, poison, prone, and restrained.
Can you write those down?
Can we get some notes? They are immune
really
to cold, necrotic, and poison. And they are resistant to acid, fire, lightning, and thunder, as well as bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
Any or only
you
from
get all that
non-magical attacks?
Yeah, it's all in here. As I tap my head.
He's
Bang,
got it.
bang.
He's got it.
Okay.
When,
Cool.
when you said piercing, etc., is it any piercing or only from non-magical attacks?
It's resistant to any of those.
Cool.
Yeah, those are its resistances. They're often very stealthy, though. Luckily, you kind of. Well, I guess you didn't sneak up on them, but yeah, they don't have any any damage types they're vulnerable to, unfortunately.
I will return the favor. I pull out I hold up my shield with the star on it, and I'm going to do turn undead, sear undead.
Alright, so as your action, remembering the danger of these things, you just let loose a burst of holy energy.
Yeah, and it gets all 4.
So they have to make wisdom saves, right?
Yep.
Alright, so the first one, unfortunately, is going to make it a +5. They are fairly resilient against wisdom. The second one is again going to make it with a +5. The third one, wisdom, is going to just barely fail, becoming frightened. How much does he take?
It's 5d8.
Okay, go ahead and give me a roll. All right, so 21
Nice.
points of radiant, putting him to 2 levels of wound, as he is badly seared by your energies. And feared, and the gallows speaker finally. Wisdom save. Oh, is going to fail with a +4. So he also is seared for 21 points. And let's see, that would be second.
And this
second
is
level.
after already once. Was already once quite seared by a fireball.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so he's 2 levels of wound and feared from your holy light. All right, anything else, Nil?
No.
So for turn undead now, do they still have to run on their turn, or do they change how that works?
It has the frightened and
Incapacitated.
incapacitated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. So it can't take actions. It can move, though. So it can run if it wants to. So it's just kind of cowering almost. Alright, so that's is that it for you, Nil?
Yep.
Okay. Robert. Okay, so you're stunned for now. Kaladin is stunned. The gallows speaker is frightened. And I don't think...
Does stun end after my turn?
it's going to end at the end of this guy's next turn. He's the one that stunned you, I believe.
No, this one stunned me.
Or,
The new
yeah.
one.
The
That
new
was this
guy.
one.
Okay.
Yes. So...
Yeah,
Alright,
it's
so
the guy with a 14 initiative.
So this guy's just going to retreat, flying away as its movement, and then ending its turn. New round, Patchwork. You're
Stunned.
still stunned, right? So this guy is angered at Nil for what he did. So he's going to kind of fly around this way and attack. A maddening touch.
I will use Warding Flare.
Alright, so as he goes to swing at you, you throw up your hand, flashing a light in his eyes. So he has disadvantage as he wildly swipes. Lucky you did, because that will make him miss with the disadvantage. That ends his turn. So this one is feared, and it's going to move away, giving you an op. Oh wait, no, you used your reaction, huh?
Yep.
So it's just going to fly this way, ending its turn. From behind you, another one of these creatures comes into view. Another gallows speaker.
Another one.
Another one. It looks over at Grinkle as it points at you, and its eyes begin to glow. I need a wisdom save. DC 15. Alright, so luckily you steel yourself.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait, bless effect saving throws, right?
yes.
We don't have bless.
No, when I had bless active when we did the first wisdom
No, but you
saves.
you failed by 5. I've seen
Yeah.
it.
Right. Okay. I just sorry.
I noticed. I just
Alright, so Grinkle, you are plagued
Yeah,
by horrible
I flip him the
memories. You flip him the bird, though, realizing this is not real. It can't be. These were in the past.
Not real.
And you resist the effect.
Nice try.
I tried to save those people. Alright, so from the north, another Alip comes flying into view. And it is going to let out a screech.
Not again.
So, let's see. So the three of you, Patchwork, Calroon, and Grinkle. I need wisdom saves. so it looks like Calroon and Crinkle would make the saves.
At some point
Yeah,
today, I will roll above a 10.
I will
Only
make a
Grinkle needs
save.
to make another one. I think that was.
Yeah,
David.
Grinkle needs to.
Oh, Grinkle,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
need
another one?
save, yeah, from the Alep.
I'm gonna use my lucky point
Gain advantage, alright.
advantage. Yeah. Oh, there you go. I missed advantage, but I make it.
Alright.
Big rolls today.
So this would deal 14 psychic if you failed, so I guess just the patchwork, and 7 if you made it.
Sorry, how much?
14 psychic. And 7 if you passed it. And yeah, you would now be stunned by this one till the end of its next turn. Calroon,
Hooray!
you are stunned.
Was it this one that stunned me over here?
No, it was this one whose turn is coming up, I believe.
Okay, it's that one.
Yeah. So Grinkle, you actually are not stunned, so you can act. What do you want to do?
The
What
only
do
one.
I want to do? Start. I cock my pistol and just start John Wick kind of thing. Is that what we're thinking?
Do you have a pistol?
Yeah. I have a gun. No, I do not. Okay, we're gonna go. We're just gonna get nasty, Lou. Okay, so we're gonna like run up 5.
All right.
So there's no disadvantage on, or so there's no one blocking my way. We're just gonna start lighting mother truckers up. Okay.
All right. Who are you lighting up?
I guess this guy.
All right. So, you mean using your
Click.
crossbow on him?
Yeah.
Phew. All right. So you rush up there, firing at the creature.
It's with the +1 ammo.
Okay.
I don't have the macro for that +1. It just got deleted, but so we'll just add one after.
Yeah, 18 will strike
Boom.
it versus AC 13.
And we have True Strike on. Sorry, I'm remembering what to do. And
Okay.
Sneak Attack. Okay.
Yeah, it would be distracted, so that would be a sneak attack.
Yeah. So here's the True Strike damage.
Okay.
It rolled a 6. Let's go. Here's the light crossbow damage. Low. And then +1 on that because of the ammo. 7.
Okay.
And then the sneak attack is a D6. Rolling.
Why doesn't it show me any information for the true strike damage? It's weird.
It's weird. Here, I'll try to link.
Alright, so that was 6 and then another.
16.
So it was 6 piercing, which is going to be halved to 3. And then it's going to be.
I think I clicked the
+1.
wrong macro.
It's.
Sorry.
I think it's all radiant with True Strike.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it could be radiant or normal damage type.
We'll
Okay.
do radiant.
I see, it can be radiant. Alright.
Yeah,
So wait, where does it say
12,
it does an
15,
extra
16 and
D6?
It's in
It's
the
like-
upcasting
Um,
when it hits
hold
when
on.
you reach level 5.
Oh,
This
Like
does-
booming
Just-
blade.
It just doesn't have it there for some reason. Alright.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't
Okay.
know. Here, I'll add it in right now.
So that would be 6, 12 plus 1 for the ammunition, 13 points of damage, I believe, right?
No, that's.
Oh, and the sneak attack. So 13 plus
16.
3.
12, 13,
16.
16.
Alright, final math 16 as you shoot this thing in the back. It like screeches from the radiant energy, gaining another level of wound,
Okay.
and is now looking angrily towards you. Anything else?
That's my action. We will. Okay. Did everyone lose their temp HP pretty much? Everyone's been hit
Yep.
pretty bad. Let's give some out. Let's see if we can make this work. We're gonna this one. Oops. Yeah. There we go. Apple of inspiration. There we go. Everybody ready? Big roll. Big roll on this D8, okay? Big roll. You guys are gonna get 16 temp HP. So, hey, there we go. 14, 2, and how many
Point.
people is it? 4. So we're gonna do the 4 frontliners here. Or no, you know what, Nil? I'm so sorry, but you never give me aid, so I'm gonna give the other 4 the
And shots fired.
14 temp HP.
Okay.
He knows.
Yeah,
He knows.
Thank you.
You know what you did, Nil. All right. So the rest
You
of you
know.
gain the 14.
You're also not wounded, so
Anything
I just
else,
figured.
Grinkle?
that is it. Sorry that took so long.
All right, no worries. So the Alep up here goes. He is also going to attack Grinkle. Oh, actually, before he does that, let me check something. Let's see if he recharges his ability. He does not. All right, so yeah, he's going to attempt to attack Nil with a maddening touch. Ooh, yeah, 27 is definitely going to hit you. As you are kind of distracted by the other guy. So you are struck for 17 psychic as your brain just sort of short circuits a bit. You feel yourself bleeding out your eyes a little. And that is it for him. So I think, yeah, he'll
And
make
my
an attack.
And my stun goes away.
Yeah, at the end of his turn. Oh, he would have had advantage. That's right.
Why?
Oh no, you're not stunned. Everyone else is stunned. Okay.
Yeah.
I think Paladin loses stun too, but Patchwork doesn't because Patchwork was hit by another guy. I think actually both Kelts lose theirs.
So after he does this, he is going to kind of look upon the 3 of you here, and once again you would hear psychic emanations in your minds. I need another wisdom save.
Great. Me too?
Yes, you and
Hey! Finally!
there you go. So Robert was affected.
Grinkle as well. Sorry, Lou.
No, not Grinkle. These 3
okay,
people
sorry.
right here.
Excuse me. Yeah.
So Robert and
Are
Kaladin
these
Nice
three
save, Nell.
people?
were affected.
It's not-
Oh, you're gonna love this one. Robert, you must spend your reaction to attack Grinkle.
That's
Oh!
Do I have
crazy.
to
Yeah. Who would have
move?
thought? Who
Oh,
could
that's a
have thought
wisdom
that'd be
save.
what would happen?
I
Eh?
thought Robert
Do I
was
have to
gonna
move? Am I allowed to
Crazy.
move?
Oh, sorry, not Grinkle. Why do I keep messing this up? Nil. He tells you to attack Nil.
It's just habit. That's why.
Yeah,
Blue.
that's probably it.
Do we need this fireball spell effect still?
It should be gone. It might be bugged if you're still
gone.
seeing it.
Yeah, I had to reload.
So luckily, Robert swings. Nil, almost like he's expecting it, jumps out of the way. And Kaladin, I'll say you attack Patchwork, who unfortunately is stunned. So that would be an
Can I get a 50-50 roll to maybe attack, or does he get to choose?
No,
what
he
attack?
chooses because he got in your mind.
Oh, okay. So advantage.
Come on, let's do a
alright.
50-50, Lou. Come on.
Just make up rules. It's 50-50. All
Ouch.
right, 24.
hits.
Yeah, is gonna stab her. Like what the?
I'm
as you
sorry.
were, like
This is gonna do.
Why would you attack with the spear?
I just figured I have to.
no, he probably would have
could've-
had you attack with the spear.
That's hilarious.
So
Killed him.
actually,
Yay.
so what? That's 12 damage.
Yes.
All right, so that is it for the
Does
Alep.
Kaladin have to roll
Actually-
for attacking with a spear?
Oh, I'll say because he kind of was in control that you wouldn't have to make
Okay.
a roll for that.
Nice. So that's a bit of like a you found a loophole.
You just hire an Alep to melt your brain,
Yeah.
like make you stab things. All right, so anyway, that is it for that guy. Nil, and you guys are all unstunned except for Patchwork.
Hooray.
Now, Rin, you might want to remove that stun symbol.
Patchwork. We have to help out Patchwork. been shut off the second this fight started.
So what do you wish to do? Oh, and you guys used your reactions, so you as well, Kaladin.
I do think Radiance of the Dawn is a little bit better than Seer.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I will use my Radiance of the Dawn.
Alright, so you're doing another Channel Divinity.
Yep.
Doing a Flash of Light.
Does it reach this guy?
I don't think so. That guy's running
Maybe if
away,
it-
though.
But
If I
if
stood
you-
here, it did.
Yeah.
You can't run from the light.
Wouldn't that break your turn?
What? I mean, possibly.
If you deal damage to a turn creature, I think it ends the turn effect. I mean, you could do it.
Okay,
that's
yeah.
fine.
fine. Yeah, I'm
Alright,
doing it. We need to
So
kill it
you
at
step
some point.
forward, saying you can't run, and the Alp's like, "But you just told me to run," and then you do your Radiance of the Dawn.
Mixed,
No, you did
mixed
that all your
messages.
stuff.
Mixed
It's
messages.
very confused. Like, am I running? Am I coming back? All right, so that is going to be a con save for them.
Yep.
What's
DC 16.
What's the damage on that?
So it is 2d10 plus 7.
All right, so this guy fails it as you blast him for 20 radiant, giving him 2 levels of wound. This guy over here, con save. With a +0, by the way. He is, what's the DC?
16.
Alright, so he made it. So he would take
Oh,
10.
God.
Putting him to extremely wounded, but unfortunately breaking the turn. So he's no longer feared. Who else? This guy down here. Con save. Alright, so he's going to fail, and he is just consumed. Burned up by radiant
Yay.
energies.
By the starlight.
Robert.
He can be beaten.
I still have my bonus action, and can I see? I'd like to do a religion check on the Gravecrawler, other guy that I saw. That's
Okay.
right.
Gallows speaker.
A gallows
Yeah.
speaker. Oh,
Ah,
well, he,
I didn't get a good look.
this one is unknown to me. Anything
Yeah,
else?
I didn't get a good enough look. No, that's it.
Alright, go ahead, Robert. You can go now.
Finally, I got my turn. So I spent 10 feet of my movement to jump towards here.
Cool.
So this is 15 feet.
Yeah.
Attack the guy.
Alright. So you cut at him. 14 is enough to strike. Cutting into him. And with 5 points of damage, you will end his torment. He is
And
destroyed.
what I will do, I will spend my bonus action and a superiority dice
Okay.
to perform lunging attack, which allows me to dash,
Okay.
which allows me to move towards here
Alright, so you rush back.
and make my second attack.
Okay. So you did your
Let me
superiority.
see. If you move at least 5 feet in a straight line, add superiority die to an attack damage roll. Yes.
Alright. So yeah, 16 would strike. So you rush back over,
Yes.
stabbing the shade for 15.
And
plus.
this is this and this.
Okay.
This is 18.
So the fire would be negated because it would be half to 0. 17 for the attack would become 8 points of damage, which will give him a 3rd level of wounds. As you cut through the darkness, but he is still alive. Anything else?
I realize that Kaladin goes next, and I will not spend action surge because of that.
All right, hoping Kaladin will finish the foe. Kaladin.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shake my head and like obviously pissed off from all their like stunning screeches, and I'm gonna stand behind him and run him through with my new spear.
Okay, so you come over, and
not with that.
and I would need a wisdom save on that
What?
for your spear.
Even unmissed? Okay. 10.
Okay, so you stab at him, and he would unfortunately dodge out of the way, screeching angrily. Anything else?
I'm gonna attack him again.
Alright, second attack. 15 is going to be enough on the second strike. Stabbing him in the back for, what is that? 9 and 8, so 17 halved is 8 points of damage. The creature looks badly wounded from the strike, but he is still afloat.
Okay, and I will bonus action unarmed strike.
Yeah, 26
Force
will
damage.
land. Blasting him for 13 force, and that will take him down. Alright, anything else?
I will use my movement to 25, 30, 35, stand in between this one and our wizard, and ask for bardic inspiration and my turn.
Alright.
Don't you have one more attack? Because of Fury of Blows, you had 2 attacks.
I didn't flurry. I didn't spend
okay.
point.
Okay. Gotcha.
Alright, so the gallows speaker to the south is going to continue to retreat.
You want a bardic, huh?
New round, Patchwork. Who I think unfortunately
Stunned.
is still stunned. Or wait, is
Yay.
she? Maybe you're not.
Yeah.
Who was just stunned
Yeah.
by
No,
this guy?
That one.
either the one that has 18 for initiative or the one that has
Oh,
the one that
yeah,
has
it's
18.
the yeah, it is that guy. So you would still be
Yeah,
stunned.
that one. It's that one. I'm
Okay.
just really unlucky with my rolls.
She's still trying to get these screeches out of her head. Those eldritch whispers are really messing with her. All right. So the gallows speaker goes. Seeing Kaladin run up, he's going to now point at you. And I need a... Oh, geez. I need a wisdom save.
Okay,
DC 15.
I suppose I'll use the inspiration point to try and make it, so +2.
Okay.
I didn't
So
need it.
luckily you do make it. As you see painful visions of the past, friends you've lost, and hear their voices. But luckily you are able to resist the magic, and you are unaffected. Alright, so the Alep, as you run up to him, is going to... he's going to go and make a swiping attack against you. 25 will strike you. Striking you for 17 points of psychic damage. As, yeah, you hear echoes of madness in your mind. Some ancient secret. That's it for the Alep. Calroon. Oh, and you are no longer stuck,
Alright.
Patchwork.
Alright.
I can do something now.
Yay.
I am going to take about 2 steps back. So his first step. And I am going to use a Scorching Ray on the Gallows Whisper, or what's it? The Gallows Talker? What's it called?
Yeah, that's the
Gallows speaker.
gallows speaker.
Gallows speaker. I am going to use Scorching Ray on him, which is going to give me 3 attacks.
Alright, so
Gallows
you
Yapper.
blast him. You say gallows humor?
Oh,
Gallows Yapper.
Gallows
Gallows
yapper.
I
Mumbler.
did not mean to do Ray of Frost. That was an accident. Sorry.
That's fine.
Scorching Ray.
Go ahead and do scorching. Alright, so yeah, 16 would hit him with the first blast. Burning him for 6. Yeah, 25 hits him again. For another 2.
Ooh.
And 14 will strike him a third time. For another 11.
And I'm not out of spell slots. It's just.
Yeah, you might have to give those back. You would only use 1.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Take another step back.
Okay, back up a little bit more. Grinkle.
Just about 30, 35. I'm gonna help out. So Cal, you're crushing it over there, and I give him a bardic inspiration.
Thank you.
Alright, some inspiring words, and you're feeling better.
Where is it? You feel better, and then we're gonna light this guy up also.
Alright, which guy? The gallows speaker
The
or
one next
the...
to it.
Okay, so the Alep.
This gentleman.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So again, same things. Okay, so light crossbows plus 1 ammo. I think 15.
Yeah, 15 is going to strike it.
Okay. So with True Strike, it'll be radiant. So here's the D6 from True Strike.
You know, you can turn the modifiers on so it does them all with the damage roll.
No, but then it gets really confusing. I think maybe it easier. I'll try it next time.
Alright,
We'll see if it's
so
easier.
that's 5
And then a
for
D6
the...
sorry from sneak attack, and then that's the damage. 12 plus 1 damage. Wow, big hit.
Okay, so 12 is half
So
to
13, 16,
6.
21.
Wow.
No, it's radiant.
Oh, that's right, it's all radiant. Alright, so 8, 12, 20, plus 1 for the bolt. So that would do 21, which will put him to 2 levels of wound.
Big shot.
Anything else?
All right, Cal, you finish him off. No, that'll be all. Thank you.
Alright, Nil.
Okay. I will move 5, 10, 20. Right, okay. But over here.
Yeah.
And then I will use my own Scorching Ray on the gallows speaker at the bottom.
Alright, so you blast him with some fire energy. Yeah, 17 will strike him with the first blast, doing 6 fire. Second shot. Yeah, 17 strikes a second time for another 7 fire. And final shot will hit for 4. Alright, that, no, he is still at 1 level of wound, though significantly more burned. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Alright, Robert.
Okay, let's try to do something about it. 10 feet of movement for a jump,
Yeah.
20 remaining feet of movement for to move here, and bonus action and superiority die for dash.
Okay. That's your lunging
And
attack again.
yes,
All right, so you rush up,
and go to town.
slashing at the gallows speaker as he is hit by fire. That will actually miss, just barely.
I will.
Unless you want a superiority.
Do they look like they would be immune to physical weapons?
Well, I mean, you fought a bunch of insubstantial creatures. They're generally resistant. You haven't met any that are immune yet.
Okay. Yeah, I will not be spending then my superiority dice. I'm more here to just kind of distract it, and
Okay.
I'll just do another attack.
Oh,
Here we go.
there you go. Crit on the second swipe, doing 8
Let's go,
points of
Rob.
damage. So 1 fire, 9. Another 4 fire? Is that right? Oh, right,
No,
because it doubles it.
I think it's just 6, and so it's 3
Yeah,
because
so
I
it's,
think the fire damage goes together.
Yeah, so
And
that would be 3.
because I've done lunging attack, it's this one.
Oh, yeah. So it's going to be 17, which is 8, 9, 10, 11. And then 11 plus 13, and then another 3 is 16 points, I believe.
16 points through resistance.
Oh, so he is at a 2nd level of wound now. Anything else? Action
Good.
surge?
No.
All right.
Not into a resistant thing like that. I think it's a waste.
All right, Kaladin. The battle, the tide is turning on this battle.
Yes, for the better. I will attempt to attack with a spear. I know it's not the most effective, but I'm trying to get used to the spear, so
All right.
see if I can hit. That's not gonna work.
Yeah, he dodges the first strike, and you hear in your head, harder. Stab, kill him. Destroy the
Okay.
undead.
I'll try to attack again.
Alright, you have a +2
God damn
bonus. Oh, crit. So you feel enraged suddenly, and yeah, that would crit. +2 to damage as well.
That's gonna do a lot.
Alright, so that is fortunately all piercing, but still a decent hit. 13 plus 19 is 31. 32? Oh yeah, 32. Halved is 16 damage.
It's +2 because of what you
Alright,
said.
so that would be 17. Because it's not doubled. So the
Mhm.
creature is badly wounded by that, now with 3 levels.
Okay, and
Next
to
attack.
yeah, those were my 2 main attacks, but I will spend a focus point to flurry of blows. So I'll try to finish him off with a force empowered kick.
Okay. So 9 is going to strike.
Still alive.
Or, sorry, 24 strikes for 9 points of force, which will take it down. You hear a laughter in your mind.
Alright, and then I will use my movement to position myself in a flanking position with Rob, and then attack once more with my my other flurry strike.
Okay.
Also doing like a kick. 15.
15 will strike it. The Your force
Doing
kick
another
doing 9. And you would hear in your mind again, attack again. Do you want to attack it again as you feel yourself speeding up a little?
I'm gonna try to fight it. I'm gonna say no.
All right. So you feel yourself sped up, but you resist the power that it gave you and choose to not embrace. So that's it for Cal. The gallows speaker is retreating the other way. I'll just say it's gone at this point. Patchwork, new round.
Hey. Yeah, I can reach with healing word. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to do a healing word level 1 for Cal. That didn't work. Okay. That didn't roll. There we go.
Alright, so Kaladin, you would regain 10 points of healing.
Also +3 because I'm a life cleric.
Or 13.
So 13.
Yep.
Thank you. That would put me above. So I'm back to just 1 level of
Yep,
wounds.
that's what I hoped. And then I would like to... Okay. 1 second, I need to... Yep, that also reaches. I would like to throw a sacred flame at the gallows speaker.
Alright. So you hurl a sacred fire at him. Which he will try to dodge with a dex save. He will fail with a +2, taking another 8 radiant, and now being at 3 levels of wound. Ugh. Anything else?
I'm not feeling too good, so I'll move down here. Maybe here.
Alright. So the gallows speaker is going to once again look towards Rob and try to gain a foothold within his mind. So I need a wisdom save.
Oops, sorry, wrong.
I was gonna
Wrong
say, you're a wise fighter. Apparently you're
I
still
am.
a wise fighter. Alright, so yeah, luckily, once again, you steel yourself and is unable to gain that foothold in your mind. Calroon.
Alright. I am going to move full movement 30 feet to right there.
Okay.
And that gives me a clear line of sight for a shot on him, right?
Yes, you, well, actually, from where you are, Rob is slightly in the way. To get clear shot, you'd have to be either here or here.
I cannot get to either of those spots. I use my full movement.
So you just have a +2 to his AC, which would be, I think, 14, which still isn't too hard to hit.
And I'm going to use my cantrip, Ray of Frost.
Okay.
Which hits. Dealing 10 cold damage to him.
See, this is why he has cover, this line right here. Because it goes through Rob.
Okay.
Alright, so you blast him for 10 cold, which I think, let me see, I believe he takes full. Yeah, so he's not immune or resistant to those. So he is frosted for 10. Looking very wounded, but still alive. What else?
That's gonna be my turn.
Alright, Grinkle. Can you finish this fight?
Just had to ask. Okay. Here. And we'll just try shooting him, and we'll try to do with all the things turned on, like telltale look.
Alright, so you circle around, firing down at him. Would be sneak attack, assuming you hit.
Yeah. I don't have one for True Strike, but I can add sneak attack on. So here, with the +1.
Oh, nope, your
Bling.
crossbow jams. Like, what the?
Oh! Ow!
Unable to fire. Anything else?
Yeah, we'll, I just fight someone, so we'll pass. I got nothing else.
Alright, Nil, can you finish the fight?
Yep. I hope so. I'm going to walk over here and I will hit it with a true strike.
Alright, just walk up and hit him with a big club.
Yep. Big.
Tried and true method of winning a fight. 18 will indeed strike him with your radiant club, and he just dissipates. Which will end the battle.
Can you guys have a break, please?
Yeah, I was about to say, why don't we do a 10-minute break? Come back in a bit.
Good idea.
Alright,
Yeah,
see you in 10.
Ugh.
Ooh.
How fun was this for someone that got stunned?
Not fun
Yeah,
at
how
all.
was
Oh.
it, guys?
No.
I was stunned the entire fight. It was not fun.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
terrible.
Oh yeah, that's
We don't have much against that.
And to be fair, it wouldn't have been that bad, but it felt like for the most complicated people on the map being stunned, like the combat still took way too long, you know? Like our turns were getting skipped and it still took a long time.
yeah.
If it had been quick, I really wouldn't have cared. It just was like sitting doing nothing was like kind of annoying.
Yeah, we're a strong team. Are we thinking
Get wiser
short
though.
rest, you think, or are we just gonna keep charging?
I'm good to just keep going.
Yeah.
I'm too. I was just wondering what you guys.
There's a gallows speaker somewhere in this. Terrified of me.
As a wizard, I'd like to say that I am also a little bit scared of you.
That is fair. I might be the biggest thing you've ever seen.
Hey now.
How tall is Nil?
7'3".
Oh, you're taller than Patchwork. Oh,
Huge.
I guess Grinko is pretty tall too.
Yeah, but you made him 5'10".
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
but
But that's
consider
you
the
know.
people Patchwork in like quote grew up with were dwarfs.
That's true.
So she has always kind of felt like a giant, and then she met you all. Oh, yeah, Patchwork is not happy about how little she did in this fight.
Well,
We
Happened.
all got
That's
stunned one way
nothing
or
to do.
another.
Well,
Yeah, but
speak for yourself, Rob.
she
Yeah.
was like the one thing she did was like she lost less before it could do anything, and then she was stunned for the entire fight.
She was even in the dragon form, which is supposed to help with concentration, and she still lost it.
Yeah, she lost it. She lost concentration because she was stunned, not because
Yeah,
she
yeah,
lost
yeah.
the
I
check.
understand. But this was a hard
She
fight in the beginning while they all had this ability, which was
yeah,
quite
she would have
brutal.
she would have made the check. I saw what the check was. She would have made that easily, but
Hmm.
yeah. I need a short rest to get back my one wild shape.
I'm okay with a short rest. Like
I
I can
It
can
does
I
give
can
us
do
do
temp
without.
HP from my inspiring leader, and then it gives me my bardics back, and it gives everyone HP. It's not super necessary, but those are all quite useful things.
I can do prayer of healing. It's 10 minutes. We 5 people get a short rest and a bit of healing
Nice.
if that's something you want to do.
I think this is a good use of resources. But then again, if we can spare 10 minutes, we can probably spare 1 hour as well.
Yeah,
To
that's fair.
like it's
But I
very rare.
really
It's very rare when you can only spend 10 minutes and not 1 hour.
want to gather these essences because they are
Yes.
probably religious.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is something that is useful. Crinkleback.
I'm here. Oh, sorry, I didn't type. We're bringing Grinkle back.
Do we reckon there's anything else in here? Most likely.
There was some kind of
Like this.
contraption, they said, back to the east that we
Well,
didn't
no.
see.
Well, yeah, that's through the rubble. This isn't through the
Ah,
rubble.
yes, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one that
It
we
may or
missed.
may not have looked like a train, but Nil doesn't know what that is.
Exactly. But let's look around.
Did-
I think we
Do
need to
dwarves
look
have like
around.
minecarts? Do dwarves have trains?
Yeah, I think that was a train, but Patchwork wouldn't know what train is, so I didn't say that.
Calroon, what's
Yes.
the technology level of dwarves? Do you have minecarts? Do you have tracks?
They
Wait, no,
maybe
Patchwork
did
might
in the last
Patchwork might
cycle.
know. She might know. She is kind of from the Therian Empire. She spent time with them for like a
Yeah.
few months before they all died.
Coincidence?
I'm back.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, Patchwork
Yeah, the train was the
definitely thinks
downfall.
she's some kind of cursed.
All right. So, yeah, you defeated the creatures. Things are quiet for the time being. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna collect the essences.
Yep.
Alright. So you go around getting some of the essence.
Yep.
And we were thinking about short rest as well.
Where are you going to short rest?
But maybe after we look around, like collect essences, look
floor.
around, and then just
Alright.
yeah, just
So this isn't an exploration map. You don't have to worry about exploring it. It's just like basically kind of a random encounter map. But I assume you're going deeper in regardless.
yes.
Oh yeah.
Alright, let's see. So there were 4 Alepps. And someone does have religion, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, who's taking the Alep essence?
I would like to if no one else wants it.
You have it. Yep.
You can have it.
Thank you.
Players.
One of the gallows speaker enemies ran away. The other one is here. So you'd only get one of the gallows speakers. The area looks fairly abandoned. Again, this looks like it may have been some kind of old dwarven hall.
So where did we enter from? Is it back here to the left?
Yeah, you entered into it from here.
Okay. I'll just want to check the top corridor quickly, and then we'll head down. So
There
what
was
do I-
there
oh,
was a gate that you came in through that was kind of destroyed, so that might have been the gate into
Okay.
this place.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm walking up this top corridor.
All right. So that hallway leads to a different area. Like I said,
Oh, okay.
exploring this map is not all that important. But yeah, you can say you're walking around the area exploring. Here, let me go back to the world map.
Okay. Yeah, sure. It's
Give me perception checks if you're kind of like just searching the area in general. This might take some time as this is kind of a large area. I'll say.
Should we get them from everybody?
For over time, I'll just take 2. Because it's kind of like a search effort more than like you all just searching a spot.
I'll let someone else do the second one.
All right.
Probably Rob. It looks like his perception's great.
I have a good passive
Some of them were
perception. I
rough.
don't really have a good active perception.
You have 2 there, right?
Yeah.
My perception is alright.
We already have 2.
Okay.
Mine's dog water.
I can do it. I'll do it. I've got plus
We already
6.
have the 2.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind. My bad.
Yeah, we have the 2. So you're searching the various areas of this, like I said, kind of underground place. You find what you think is like an old bunk, like a living area. There are several rooms filled with beds and places for people's stuff to go. You don't find much among like the old clothing and any of the old supplies. However, while you're searching, Grinkle, you notice something odd. And it looks like an old picture, but when you're kind of searching around behind it, you would find like a secret button.
Okay. I say, guys, there's a button here. I want to push it.
It might
Push
be
it.
some kind
Oh.
of secret
Or I'll
door.
push it.
Yeah, back up.
All right, so you're gonna push it.
Wait, back up.
Nah,
Yeah, I just give
said
everyone
it.
everyone take like 30 feet and then I push it.
Nah.
I'm just
Alright.
gonna push it.
So the wall slides open near the other end of the room. It looks like some kind of old supply area.
Are there? Yeah, cool. What do I need
There
to check?
are-
Another perception, or yeah, what do we find?
So when you walk close and peer in, you would see, looks like a couple of barrels filled with some old supplies, like old food that's kind of rotting. But you would also see like almost like a bookcase, but instead of books, it has some potions on it, like in like old flasks. And it looks like a chest on the other side of the room.
Oh, jackpot! Guys, there's some good stuff in here.
I think we can, like, 2 birds with one stone. Research this one and take that short rest that we wanted.
In here.
While we look, yeah, why not? Just
All right.
where?
Get the chest open.
Yeah, because we'll probably need to identify if there is anything inside.
All right. So who's opening the chest?
Wrinkle.
That.
All right. So you're just walking in and picking it.
Yeah. Well, I go see if it's open.
It looks like there is an old locking mechanism on it. It doesn't seem like it would be too hard to pick open.
That's no problem for me.
All right. So you unlock the chest. You believe it is indeed open. Opening it up.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
I need a deck save.
Mimic.
There's a click as
No
the lid
problem.
opens and the area is filled with flame.
Oh.
Who could have thought?
What the? Alright, so unfortunately you do not make the save.
Guys, I unlocked it.
Alright, so 32 fire damage as you're sent flying backward.
Cool. Cool.
Are you all right, Grinkle?
A bunch of stuff
Yeah.
in the secret
Yeah.
room is now on fire.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
Guys, everything's on fire in here.
What about potions? I think we didn't.
I don't
take
know.
it.
I'm kind of hurt. Can someone come help me?
It's true
Yeah.
about the potions. The
If they're on
potions,
switch, probably
Who
no.
who needs healing and how much healing?
I'll say
Well, we could take a short rest first, but
2 of the
but-
potions survived, so there's still 2 potions left.
out of 20.
Mm.
Out of 4, so there were 4.
Okay, I guess I stand up, a little singed, and I go back to the chest. is it closed or is it open though?
The chest is closed, but there's nothing inside it. May have been just a trap chest.
Empty. Very fun. I come out with the 2 potions, little fry.
If we take a short rest, I could identify those.
Mm.
I hurt.
I think this is what we can do. Yes.
Guys, someone put a secret room with a booby trap chest in it. They knew they were just pranksters, whoever used to live here.
Hmm. You,
Pranking us.
you would have gotten along with them, Grinkle.
All right. So, what are you doing? You said you're going to rest here and try to identify these.
Yes.
I guess, yeah.
Okay.
Does Patchwork have any use for short rest?
Yeah, I get wild shapes back, and I need to heal.
Yeah, then we
I'm at
need
like
to.
I'm at like 1/3.
Then we need to short rest and also spend a bit of time to identify the. So it will be a little bit over 1 hour then.
Yeah.
Do you have any exhaustion, Nil?
No, why?
All right. So, as you're setting up to rest, something kind of catches your eye. In the secret room, there is a very tiny amount of light coming from between 2 of the bricks on the other side of it.
Okay. I head over to the tiny light. Is it like a small hole?
Yeah, it looks like there might be a small hole in the molding between the bricks, the cement.
No, be
And,
careful.
there's
These guys
some-
were pranksters.
Yeah, there's some light coming from it.
Okay. Can I dig it out? I try and.
Well, I mean, it's a work stone wall. There's just
Okay.
it just looks like there might be something on the other side of this wall.
Okay. I point
If you
it
wanted to
out.
dig it out, you'd have to, have tools and actually break up the wall.
Okay. Alternatively, can I see what like over there? Or is it just some light? Don't know how much space.
Like you're trying to look in.
Yeah.
It's a very tiny hole. It's hard to really see anything.
Can you just,
Okay.
like, given enough bludgeoning damage, break a wall? Like at least a small part of it?
I mean, over time, you could just keep smashing the wall and possibly break through it. It would probably be a strength check.
I wonder if there is, guys. Like it seems to me because there is some light behind it. Probably there is something behind it. Maybe there is a door. Let's see if there are any hidden buttons here that would open the door.
Right. So you investigating the secret room?
Well, I would ask someone with better eyes than mine to do that. With better
Yeah, and I'll give him my
investigation.
last bardic before our short rest. Whoever's doing it.
It does feel to me that because if there is something like that behind the room, there must be a way to get there. So maybe you press the button, press a certain break, and then the door slides open or something like that.
Yeah. Nil, are you looking around?
Yeah. Well, I
Is
would
it
ask-
investigation or perception to find such thing?
Well, you can either look around the room, which would be perception, or you can investigate the crack, which would be investigation.
Okay.
Okay, so either.
I'll look around
Yeah.
the room if Calroom wants to investigate the crack.
I'll investigate the crack.
Okay.
I'll give which one of you wants the bardic? I only got one left for the short rest. Who
Give it to
wants
Calroom. Give it to Calroom.
Calroon, it's all yours. D8.
Appreciate it. I got an extra D8
Oh, yeah.
on this roll.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes, sir. I mean, I guess you don't have to, but yeah, you do have it. Nice.
There.
Alright, so
Let's go.
yeah, so Calroon, you are kind of investigating this opening here, which you think might not be an accidental opening. In fact, you notice some scratch marks, and it does look like there is a kind of a release latch hidden like on the wall there, which you can unlatch and slide this thing open.
Ooh.
All right.
I
do
run
that.
out the room.
Are you gonna open it?
Explosion.
Anyone here think there's traps behind this thing?
If you don't want to open
No.
it, I'll get everyone
No,
out of the
no.
room and I'll open
So
it.
I'll say with Nils
Wouldn't that
29
investigation
looking
told me if
around.
there's a trap?
Yeah, with Nils 29 looking around, you didn't see anything that looked like a trap on this
Okay.
wall or around here.
You're good
Alright,
to go,
I open
Calvary.
it.
Alright. So sliding this open, looks like there is a bit of an armory back here with a bunch of old weapons. You see like crossbows, swords, daggers, just like a whole bunch of which you would recognize, Calroon, as dwarven-made armaments. Axes as well. Most of them look pretty
Would-
old and damaged, just from the ravages of time. Yeah.
If this is Therian, then Patchwork would recognize it because she lived in the Therian Empire for some time.
Does she have any knowledge of blacksmithing or history?
No, but she lived during that time. Maybe it looks familiar. Like that style of
Yeah, I
clothing
mean,
probably looks more familiar than
it would
what
probably
she sees
look.
now.
It would look like Therian weaponry to you. Looks like dwarven
Yep,
stuff.
that's what I meant. Yeah, sorry.
No, it's fine. One of the crossbows you would notice is in pristine condition.
Oh! What's that mean?
It's probably
Magical.
magical.
I
Oh my god.
pick it up.
my god.
Yeah, I start looking at it.
Yeah,
And-
it looks like a possibly a magical weapon, as the ravages of time have not affected it.
All right. I was given that pearl earlier. I'm gonna cast Identify on it. The
Alright.
ritual.
Using
Just wanna take-
okay, so 10 minutes. All right, so you're
Yeah.
passing some time here anyway, trying to camp.
Yeah, I'll look around the room. And then. That's alright.
And if Patchwork wants to look at those potions or whatnot.
Yep.
I have it too, so if Patrick does one potion, I do a potion, and Calroon does the crossbow, that's just 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let me pass some time here. All right, so it's about 10:30 when you finish the spell, and the crossbow is a crossbow +2.
Ooh.
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. Does anybody else
I'm
use
gonna
a
sell
crossbow?
this.
Are you? It's not a hand
Well,
crossbow.
it's yeah.
Are
I was
you
about to
able to
ask. Can
use-
you use this one?
Oh, it's a heavy one?
It's
just
a
a
regular
light crossbow, I believe.
Yeah, that's what I use now.
Oh, like
Use
crossbow.
light,
Okay.
not hand.
Like crossbow.
That's what I've
yeah.
been using.
Just give it to him. I
have
don't
a
believe
crossbow
anyone.
ring. Yeah, so there you go. It's an upgrade from the one you have right now.
Oh my god. Alright, think of how many more people I'll kill now.
At least one.
Yeah.
How many
You're
more kills
Other
you'll
at the
steal?
side, and I walk away.
My kill death ratio increases by the day. Thank you. I guess good job. Fuck yeah.
All right. So you're just going to try to finish the rest, I assume.
And identify the potions as well. Don't
Right,
forget.
identify
That's what we
those.
also did.
Yeah, identifying those potions. All right. Okay. Alright, so all 3 of them seem to be potions of healing. Or sorry, 2 of them
Oh,
potions
we
of
only had
healing.
2.
Yeah, so they're 2 healing potions. You're not sure what the other ones were.
At least those are warm now after that fireball.
You warmed them up.
Someone can take it. I have enough.
Now they both look and feel like blood.
Yeah, good point.
Alright, so it's about 11:20 when you finish your rest. Go ahead and short rest if you would like.
I would.
Yeah.
By the way, did we manage to get that holster for the crystal that you wanted, or
Yes, we
Yes.
did. And I gave my ring away
because of the? Okay,
yeah,
gotcha,
because I had to attune to it.
gotcha. So, but now it gives you basically a 4th level spell slot, which is absolutely bonkers.
It's big.
Alright, so yeah, the time passes. What do you want to do? I guess I'll let you finish doing your short rest.
Yeah, just
Everyone gets
give
11
us-
temp HP.
I don't need it. I still have 14 from your last roll. So
But
Yeah,
what?
I also still have 14.
Then I guess nil, because I never got you that one.
Yeah, thanks, Corey.
Temp HP. Well,
I
this
will
is where
do
he wanted
one.
us. Sorry, go
I
ahead.
will. Yeah. I think I will do. How much does Cure Wounds heal? 8 plus 3.
There is still more to explore of the lair if you're wanting to go deeper.
I'm going
Yeah,
to
sure.
cast one Cure Wounds for myself because I'm still kind of bad.
I would
Okay,
like
that's
to.
10.
I think we should keep exploring. That's what I would suggest.
Yep.
yeah, I think we're pretty strong.
Alright, so
Adventure continues.
give me another 2, I'll say perception or investigation. Up to 2 rolls from the group.
I'll do one. I'll do my perception.
Calvin, you want to do your investigate, boss?
I'll do investigation, sure.
Alright, so in the back of this area, you find what seems like an old vault door, kind of like the huge one you found in Tarsus, though this one seems not as big. History might tell you something here.
That is you.
So, Calroon, you remember stories of the times during the Cataclysm when many of the dwarves were living underground. This seems like it might have been some kind of settlement deep under the ground where people may have lived. These bunkers were kind of made to protect people of importance who, like, if things went bad in the colony, they kind of just run to their like safe rooms and lock themselves in. This one seems to be closed and locked, so someone may have locked themselves in here long ago and not left. Which means they're probably
That
dead.
sounds like there's treasure in there.
Certainly could be. Though you see no
Treasure.
obvious way of opening this thing.
Well, this is
How
something
many
we can
locks are
look
on
at.
it? Is there like a key lock on there?
There seems to be no way of opening it from the outside. Probably you'd have to be inside to open it.
Can you give it a knock?
The spell or physical?
I mean, you can do both.
Would knock work on this?
It depends on if it was warded from that sort of thing. Knock. Let's see.
Would usually knock work on a door that's locked from inside?
Let's see.
Yeah, it just unlocks any lock on a door, no? Or if
This
it's
is a
arcane.
mundane lock.
Doesn't
This,
specify.
yeah, this might be a little bit stronger than a normal locked door.
Mundane or magical means that prevents access.
Yeah. If it's arcane locked or something like that, it can unlock that.
You can
Or
certainly
it always
try
has
and
been
see what
another.
happens.
Um,
You're unsure, I'll say. But in
hmm.
theory, maybe you've never used lock on a
Yeah.
vault like this.
I would imagine imagine if someone just puts like if the door is barred from inside with like a big piece of wood, probably knock would not work on that. It would not magically like latch fly open or something like that.
Can
I'm
an
not sure.
Arcana check tell me more to see if it would work or not?
What? An Arcana check?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Or
You can
is
do an Arcana check. So you would guess that it probably has a more complex mechanism, probably something lock wouldn't address. It's not like a simple lock.
hmm.
Getting in this might be a whole thing, or like at least having yeah, you might need a way of getting around this besides just like a simple knock spell.
Is there like a crack in there, like a way I can peer through, or is it like completely sealed?
No, it's
Well, I suppose we
pretty
should.
sealed. In fact, if you look closely, you might notice some like claw marks on it. Like something was trying to rip this open at one point.
Uh,
Hmm.
I'm gonna look for.
Maybe someone hid inside from something that was
Yes,
here.
probably those awful ghosts. I'd like to look for a button, or maybe another one similar to like the release latch, or the button that opened the.
Like investigate the area or look around.
Yep.
All
Yep.
right. Give me a perception. So you look around the area. There are a couple of corridors around here, so you start kind of walking down some of them. You get to a room that's kind of a little off to the side, and you would notice what looks like a surface with a bunch of runes on it, like symbols. You wonder if this has something to do with that door.
Uh,
Actually, I have a quick
Do you want me
question.
to? Yeah, go ahead, sir.
I'm attuned to that ring that has the spirit of that dwarf in it. Can I ask him how these doors work and how to open it?
Says, well, these vaults kind of vary depending on who created it. There's generally no way of opening it if it's sealed from the inside, other than breaking in somehow. He says if these ghosts were in the area, though, they would have no trouble getting in there. So I don't know if whoever was in there is still alive, unless they came later or for a different reason.
Calvary, can I get your help with these symbols as I lead them to the room that I found? Are they just on the floor, or are they just everywhere in the room?
No, they're on like a stone surface, kind of elevated about, I'll say, 3.5 feet off the floor.
Okay.
Oh, perfect dwarf height.
It's dwarf height.
Yeah. So it does look like some kind of panel almost, maybe some kind of artifice or tomfoolery. You're not sure. You can investigate it if you want. So yeah, you look at these symbols. It doesn't really make much sense to you, though. You're not sure what the purpose of this panel is, or if it has anything to do with the door.
Try touching one of the symbols.
Alright, so the symbol kind of presses in like a button, and then it just kind of clicks and like pops back out.
Okay, is it kind of like those chests that I had to deal with, or having to kind of like undo that barrier that was around that dwarf? Is it kind of like one of those puzzle situations?
Well, this seems more
Is it-
mechanical because it actually has buttons. Those were more like you touch the runes and they'd light up.
What are you thinking, Calhoun?
I'm thinking they're buttons. I
You
got
should
to
ask
push
that
them.
smart. You should ask that
Okay,
smart.
okay.
That smart guy in the ring to take a look at those runes for you. Maybe he knows a little something about it.
Yeah, I asked the ring dwarf. See if he knows.
The rune master, he
Yeah,
says,
the ring master.
it looks like some
Ring
sort
dwarf.
of yeah, some control panel maybe. I'm not sure what the runes on the buttons mean though. Maybe this is some kind of code for something. Says it could have something to do with the door. Maybe it's like a backup way of opening it from the outside. Although it's kind of far away from it. I don't know. This is a strange setup. He says, I lived on the surface. I don't know any of these like underground cave people, like what they did when the cataclysms hit. But yeah, this looks more like artificer tech than something a rune master would make. Our stuff is way more elegant.
You racist.
You yeah,
Well?
classist, elitist.
Yeah. These undergrounders.
Yeah, these underground dwarves.
Savages, really.
Pull the wall.
He says, I don't know. I probably need more info. Maybe there's a code somewhere.
Okay.
And he
All
could
right.
So are
just,
these runes that's like a language that can be read, or is it more like Arcana kind of thing?
it looks like symbols of some kind. Actually,
I have comprehend languages. Does
does anyone speak
it worth-
Celestial?
No, I don't think so.
All right.
I just didn't cast comprehend language.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll toss it on. Bing.
All right.
Let me find
So you thinking the symbols might have some meaning? You casting
No, why not?
like a 10-minute?
No, I'll just. Oh, is it a cantrip or a ritual? Oh yeah. What do you guys think? Should we wait 10 minutes or should I just send it spell
Just
slot?
do it. Just do it.
Yeah, spell slot. First level.
All right. So yes, these symbols do have meaning.
Cool.
They seem to be animals. So
Oh, animal.
there are 9 buttons.
Okay, 9 buttons is bad. Because I don't believe our approach of just randomly trying to press them and hoping it works was gonna help us here.
What do you mean?
Like
There's only like just under 1 billion possibilities. Right?
Yeah,
right?
we got time. We just took a short
Well,
rest.
well, how long is the code?
And that's
Yeah,
not
we
even
don't know.
counting if you
What
can
if
have.
it duplicates animals?
Oh,
What if?
well,
Maybe it's like if you press it, it appears. Like you press the
Yeah.
chicken and like a bunch of chickens come out.
well, unfortunately,
just-
you're the smartest
it's-
one here.
no,
to
it's
get
just
that
gonna-
right or not.
Already,
Like,
he just kind of bought back.
So those are the buttons.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely some kind of-
probably
Patrick, is
one
that
of
any meaning
those-
to you? You're a druid.
Like all the ones that
Yeah.
fly.
Yeah, she speaks this secret druid language. Does that have anything to do with that?
Patrick.
I would sort it by size and just go from smaller to bigger.
I
I'll
do
do that.
know Druidic.
What if it's
Okay, everybody back up. I'll
I
try a
should
couple
know
of these.
Druidic. Yeah, I do.
What type
I
of
like the
owl is
smallest
that?
to biggest.
All right, so you just start pressing buttons.
Wait,
Well, in
I-
a certain order, though, and an educated guess order.
All right.
But let everyone go out of the room if in case something
Yeah,
happens.
here, I'll
So it doesn't kill all of us. So only Grinkle.
I say we go look for the code.
But
But-
let's solve it next game because we're
That's
out
true.
of time, right?
Yeah, let's do MVP votes.
The bat bigger or smaller than a chipmunk?
Bigger,
I'd
right?
say so. No, I'd
It-
say
it's
bat
what-
is
it's
smaller
what-
than the chipmunk.
Animal?
I think
depends
the
on the
mole
bat.
is the smaller. Mole is the smallest. I would say mole, then the bat,
No, no,
then
no, 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 no.
I've
Bats,
seen a
bats
bat as
are.
big as a horse before. I don't know what kind of big to
An
small.
objective puzzle.
Hey. Bats are on average smaller than moles. I think moles are actually. They can be pretty big.
Oh,
Most
you
of
the
the moles I've
druid.
seen are like
You the
hand.
druid.
Like
Yeah,
You
you
the
tell
druid.
us.
Trust
you could
the
hold
druid.
a mole in the palm of your hand.
I mean, that also depends on the type of bat because I know bats that are bigger than moles and I know bats that are smaller than moles.
Alright, I have to go. I'll see you guys next week.
All right.
Well, wait. Who are we missing? I only have 5 votes,
Oh, me, sorry.
so we can see who's MVP. All right, so Rob and Calroon are tied. So go ahead, do a roll off, and you're good to go, Kaladin.
Thank you. Have a good one, everybody.
Thank you.
So Robert, you are MVP. Congrats.
Thank you very much.
Good game, everyone.
Cheers.
Y'all
Was a
have
good
a good
fight.
day.
Bye.
Yeah. Journal. I'll see you next week as well.
All right, see you then.